And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we will be continuing along with Going Down Turbo, this time map 6, Painframe. I think one of the strategies for this particular map is in this main room here. On the upper levels you have all of your weapons, we'll go with the pistol start of course, and ammo. And each time you actually grab one of those, it releases enemies. So there's a certain strategy on how you go ahead and what order you do that, and what hold points you use, and I'll try to explain why as we go. I do hope to be able to show you how to do that. The game's powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform, and as always we're playing on the ultra-violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. 122 kills to be had. There are no secrets in this map, but there are 2 items, and I do intend to show you how to do all of that. Alright, without further ado, we do have a pistol and a chain gunner in front of us, thankfully with his back turned. So we're going to try to get that chain gun so we can take care of the other enemies above and beyond. But as soon as we step out of this room, the door will close behind us, so we don't want that chain gun to go too far. Grab the chain gun, move back without taking any damage, ideally. You can only do what you can do. So now we're in the main room. You can see now all the platforms with the various items and ammo. We can go left, we can go right. I suggest we go left, so we can get some chain gun ammo. Gunners will approach. Well, that's okay. With a few tappa, get rid of most, if not all of them right away. And as you continue, you will be able to pick up more ammo from the dropped gunners. So you kind of do have enough for what you need to be done. There's a shotgunner behind this chain gunner. Don't forget him. And that's it. So now we've cleared out this room. I'll just show you. We'll grab some shotgun shells. If you do need the armor, it's here. It's a green armor. So as you can see, there's weapons and ammo everywhere. My particular order of doing things is I grab the rockets, I grab the rocket launcher and the berserk pack, and use that corner as a hold point for the enemies that are going to appear down here, which are mostly zombie men. There's a baron and some imps. If we run out back this way, we're going to release inspectors, which will then have us cornered. It'll be a little tougher. So when we go ahead, and I'll show you what I mean if I can. So we grab that, we grab that, we grab this, switch back to the chain gun, which we already have. And let's gently take care of the gunners. Do your best to kind of dodge the fireballs, I guess, from beyond. So you can hear like a door is trying to open here. We don't have the chainsaw yet, but we do have the Fist of Fury. And what's happening here is that the specters are trying to get out. So we're going to oblige them by heading out this way. And this way, when they do come out, we're not cornered. We've taken care of the enemies in front of us. That's just my way of doing it. So that's why I hold that corner as our hold point. And basically, effectively, without getting off that platform where the berserk pack was, blocks the specters from coming out. So we have another weapon here. It's a super shotgun, very nice to have, but it will open up this area as we approach. There will be some exploding barrels. We want to heavily damage the Revenant as he comes out, because there will be enemies pouring in from behind us, and we want to plow ahead forward, and the barrel timing is pretty crucial, I think. So here we are. I'm hoping that I am mildly more successful than that. Try to keep going, grab the ammo and the weapons, and now, with your Fists of Fury, while avoiding the Imp's fireballs from across, it seems to me like we're doing okay for now. Let's just get rid of this last pinky, at least. And now, either with our shotgun if you want, we have a super shotgun as well. Why don't we go ahead and we can pick off the enemies. If you want to jump down now and get a closer vantage point, that's fine too, but I think we have some ammo here. We can just expose these enemies this way. You can, of course, go across there and just punch them out if you want. So now, as you can see, the area's been cleared. We do have all the weapons. If you do need the armor, which I clearly do, I'll pick up a little bit of health too. I got a few scrapes and scratches. So as you can see now, the bridge has been lowered. As soon as we go across, the red key will disappear, tantalizingly. So what's going to be, it's going to teleport us to the next area, or basically it's the only other area, which will be teleporting in enemies as you go, and I'll show you the best strategy for dealing with that right now. So let's go ahead, grab your Mega Armor, and then some rockets, and then take position in one of the corners. And gently tap a priority on the more serious enemies as they come out, like the shotgunners, but certainly all of them as they do. Right, to minimize the damage you take. You don't want to start running around quite yet, as tempting as it is, because there are a lot more enemies that are going to teleport in. And we want to run around and get them to infight. I think we've run out of time here. We can just get the chain gunner. I think we did. Okay, whoa, don't want to get caught. Okay, let's switch to our brother. Okay, let's switch to our rockets. But first, let's get these enemies fighting with each other, ideally. And then, sneakily, maybe we can dispose of the rest. Yeah, I think that went reasonably well. And that's it. And that's my way of taking care of the enemies in this area. You try to hold out a little bit before you do the ring around the rosy with them to get them to infight. So here is a series of red keys. Of course, we'll be able to get one just by walking through it, which will take us back to the main area where a whole bunch of enemies are going to come pouring out. Again, we're going to try to get to that corner area above as a hold point, because it'll otherwise become a little overwhelming. Let's see how we do. So we go across. Let's go this way, across, and then either left or right, it doesn't really matter. Make your way all the way to the corner. And there will be enemies coming out, lots of them, but with the ammo that you've collected and the weapons at your disposal, biggest problem probably right now is the Kako. Most of the other enemies are below and can't hit you as easily, but there are two Kakos, and there's Kako number 2. So once we dispose of Kako number 2, we can maybe a little bit more bravely pop out if you want. There's one Baron that's kind of guaranteed. He doesn't really move around too much. He pretty well sticks around and guards the red door. Right, so there's the Baron right there. So now we can run around here, pick up health if you need it. Yeah, we're kind of low on that kind of ammo, so why don't we go ahead and pick up a little bit more health if you need. So I think we just have, the Baron left, so why don't we just go ahead and rocket him to death. And one more should do it, or maybe one more then. Okay, well that's it. So, pick up the ammo while we're here, why not? But that basically is my strategy on how to clear this level. But before we press the button, yeah, as usual, we'll do a final head count. Indeed, all 122 kills, both items, there were no secrets, but you do know what that means. We are done. And that is Painframe. It's a fun map, and I think if you do it in the sequence that I've suggested, you'll find this a little bit more of an easier go and less of a, well, basically a back and forth battle between enemies that are fighting at your rear end and trying to hit you from the front. I just think that's the best way to go about it. Hopefully you agree, and maybe you'll have some success when you play it. But for now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. If you did like what you saw, yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. And until next time, thanks very much for joining us today.